Protecting cardholder data environments is difficult to do manually, especially as you scale. Dashboards are ideal for tracking the whole picture while still being able to take action on individual assets and configuration items. Since you don't need a license to see a dashboard in InvGate Asset Management, you can share this information with your internal audit teams and management teams to give them a quick view of reality. Let's look at a PCI Compliance Dashboard to see how this view can make your work easier and decisions clearer. Hi, Matt Barron, Product Specialist at InvGate. Dashboards are a great tool to visualize and drill into the fleet, assets, and states of your assets and infrastructure. And importantly, you can visualize your PCI compliant assets and their status. To begin with, the goal of PCI compliance in regard to asset management is to manage the devices that manage credit card data. So that means you will want to be well informed on the patch status, firewall, encryption, and other protections around those assets. But first, let's start with the basics. First, you need to know all of your devices that contain credit card information. This usually begins with endpoints, either point of sale terminals or e-commerce hosts. This chart over here on the left shows our in-scope PCI assets and lets me quickly navigate to them. So here I can see them by country, and I can click on a specific country, so show me just the ones in Buenos Aires, and it'll pull up those specific credit card terminals and POS terminals. Or I can do it over here by health status. So next, you'll want to set the conditions for compliance. This health meter here will quickly determine which in-scope devices are compliant and which systems are at risk of falling out of compliance. I can see that with the warning health status here. Now, health can be determined by you, so you can determine what compliance means. In this case, I've got a couple issues that I need to take care of. So this helps you maintain control of your credit card data environment. Next, you need to know which devices have tickets open with them so that you can see this introduced risk. And of course, I want a couple of different ways to see that. So I've got them by the asset type itself. So credit card terminal, point of sale terminal, or computer. These computers are actually payment processing gateways. So they're actually servers, but they are classified as computers. And clicking on these can pull them up so I can quickly navigate to the specific payment processing gateways that are having issues. Or I can see a count of how many requests are open for each type. So I've got 26 tickets open with credit card terminals right now associated to them. Then below this top row, which is giving me a great summary of my assets, I can see down below my non-compliant devices. So over here on the left, these are the devices that require an inspection right now. Like my team is actively going through these, and we're gonna have these done this week. And this just helps me track progress and see if we have any stragglers. So I can see that I've got 4 credit card terminals that need attention today, and I've only got 1 point of sale terminal that's active that needs attention today. So I can go into this individual POS system and see if there are tickets against it, create tickets against it, and get my team working on it. Finally, I just need to know what's out here. So I've got a couple charts that show me my PCI in-scope PCI compliant assets by location so that I can quickly answer some questions and find devices in question about those locations. This helps me to maintain some extra stock too, so that we can make sure that we don't run out of spares, or worse, that we lose track of in-stock equipment too, because of course, active PCI compliant devices are super important to track, but so are in-stock ones. So now I can see I've got credit card terminals. I can see those in each of my 3 locations. And if I want to see what's in stock, I can mouse over in stock and it's going to show me my stock levels for each of these. There are 2 more features of InvGate Asset Management that really help with PCI compliance beyond the dashboard. The first is the CMDB. This view of the cardholder data environment that I've mapped out shows the flow of credit card data through the system, from the credit card reader that's attached to a point of sale system that then communicates to a payment processor and then into a database. This is super useful for PCI compliance because, as you know, that is required to be able to show to pass PCI audits. The other feature that is super useful for PCI compliance is our AI search. This allows you to quickly find the in-scope devices as fast as possible. To invoke the AI search, I just type the @ sign and then I can say something like, show me credit card terminals in Atlanta. And even though I don't know the exact query that I would use to find this, it's going to interpret that simple plain language and find the right queries and then show them to me, so that I know later that I could have searched for type is credit card terminal and location is Atlanta. And this gives me the 93 credit card terminals or so that we have in the Atlanta region. And these are just some of the features that are going to help you become more PCI compliant. To learn more about InvGate Asset Management or to get a free, full-featured 30-day trial, visit try.invgate.com. I hope you enjoyed this video and hope to see you again soon.